everybody.
Why you trying to say that? Okay.
You don't want to
I
see
saw
this.
it. I saw it.
All right. So anyway, Francis, you are here. You were recently threatened by Skye. Can you elaborate on that?
First of all, Renee, every time he brings Francis up, it's give me some of that vagina.
Yeah, but that may not be what the other women want to hear in the.
Francis, you are here. You were recently threatened by Skye. What the hell happened?
I don't know what happened. I think it was it the day after the stream? When was it? I can't check because then it'll kick me off because I'm on my phone.
Yeah, go ahead.
But
she called
was
you.
it like a few days? She called me from someone's number. And I suggest to that person, since you live in Connecticut and your last name is Wright and you have T-Mobile, I suggest you don't lend people your phone to threaten other people. You know what I mean? Because that's not good, right? I don't care how much you simp for this girl. Do not lend people your phone to threaten others, right? So I was getting calls, like weird calls. I don't pick up calls that are like no number. Only yours, daddy. The only one that calls me private is Henry, and that I pick up. And then I got this call, and I was like, oh, this is a weird number, Connecticut number. I'm like, let me see, let me see if it's from work or something. And it's her, and she's like, hey, yo, Francis, I'm on my way to beat your fat ass up. I know where you live. And hung up, right? So then I didn't even answer. I was just like, okay, bitch. Like, I don't care. Like, I was like, okay. And then I was like, So I told my sister, I'm like, oh, Skye's coming up. I told everyone, like, oh, Skye's gonna come beat my ass, apparently. And they were like, well, let the bitch come. Like, what do you mean? And then I texted her. I was like, Skye, and I'm gonna tell her right here, you're not about that life, Skye. You're not. You're not about that life. So I said, make sure if you're gonna come beat my ass, it's gonna be 1D. Right? So it's gonna be you against me. Not you and your peoples jump me. Because that's the only way Skye will ever beat me. If somebody jumped me. She cannot beat me 1D. 1D, you can't beat me. 100%. 100%. Because even your dad used to say that you got beat up by Shayla all the time. So please, right? So let's be honest. The only way that Skye would come, even because she said she knows where I live, right? Would be is if she comes with people. So I suggest to her peoples, if they don't want problems, they shouldn't come with her, right? Because if we're gonna fight, if you say you're gonna beat my ass, then come. Let's fight 1D. In fact, you could pick the place. Let's fight 1D.
No, like 1D is one deep or what's
no,
1D?
like her one-on-one.
Okay, one-on-one.
1D. One-on-one. Like, because I know she's not gonna fight me alone. She's gonna come with peoples. And that's the only way she'll ever come. And she sounded like she was on the subway. She sounded like she was on the subway actually gonna come. So, I'm like, I put on my little sneakers just in case. And I'm still waiting. Still waiting.
Well, I don't think she's gonna show up.
Right? So then it's not that. It's like, I don't know if she was doing it because she was in front of people and she was embarrassed because I told her that she wouldn't fuck with me, like she shouldn't fuck with me because she's not about that life. I think she was really embarrassed in front of her people, so she tried to act big and bad because, one, she didn't even let me respond because she know that I would have responded. Hung up, blocked my number from calling back whoever's number that is, right? Which is fine. I just hope that person knows, like, that if something happens to me, that number is the one that's gonna show up everywhere, right? And then nothing. She just said that, didn't show up, never showed up. I don't think she'll ever show up. If she's smart, she won't show up. And then it's not that. The thing is that it's all talk. You know how many times Skye has said that she's gonna beat me up?
Probably a lot.
You know how many times she said she's gonna beat me up and never shows up? To the point that one time her dad was just like, yo, just fight her. Her own father was like, listen, if she's gonna keep threatening you all the time, it is, as long as it's fair, one-on-one, 1D, then it's fine, right? And she never showed up. So that's one. Two, it's funny how she says, oh, Francis, I'm gonna beat your fat ass up. You obviously haven't seen recent pictures because, bitch, you're just as fat as me.
Oh my god. Oh my
Like,
god.
no, because that's remember I was saying, like, when people got nothing to say, when they know they can't beat you, when they know they're not better than you, then when they know that they're now matched, they go for the physical. But bitch, have you seen in the mirror? Like, that's why you can't spit up. Like, there's a saying in Spanish, no culpa para arriba. Like, don't spit up because the spit is just gonna fall on you. So you like to, oh, fat bitch, fat bitch. Look in the fucking mirror before you talk shit. Look in the fucking mirror. And yes, a lot of people I've heard, "Yuck, you really think it's smart to threaten me when I have 10 years worth of receipts? You really think it's smart? Because I've been, that something that Mr. Level said. I try to help Skye. I open my home to her. That's why everyone's like, "Oh, you're afraid?" I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid because she know if she's smart, she know about this block. So if she want to go in the Lions Den, that's her problem. But But my thing is, you know what I mean? Like, I try to help her. I was very nice to her. I was the only one after this whole thing that gave her a chance. All I asked was, don't fuck over your dad, and stop the shit between Tammy and Jenna. Because and I told her here in my house, if you make me choose, I'ma choose them. That's exactly what I said. If you make me choose, I'ma choose Jenna, 100%. I grew up with Jenna. 10 years worth of being with Jenna. Why would I not choose Jenna? So they say, like, oh, you're always defending Jenna. Yes, of course I am. I saw Jenna. I met Jenna when she was like 8, 7. God knows. You think I'm not going to choose her over them? 100%. Over anyone at this point. But yeah, she threatened me. I stay waiting. I smoke like two hookahs. Like, I kept posting on my Instagram 3 hours later, just waiting, and it's been like 48 hours, 72 hours. I don't know how many hours already. I think that was Friday night or Saturday. I don't know. I think it
Yeah.
was Friday or Saturday. But my thing is, like, why even talk shit if you're not gonna do it? Like, you look more dumb threatening somebody and not doing it. You know what I mean? Like, just shut up. You know you're not about that life. You know you're not about that life. Please. Like, you're already in hot water talking shit talking shit about your dead father, that if really Jason David Frank's estate could sue your ass for defamation because you're talking shit and you have nothing to back it up. And I'm not saying they are. I'm just saying, if I was the owner of Jason David Frank's estate, you're already messing up on con owners. You're a liability now. Charlie, like, those texts that you said, she's a liability. Does she really think that cons are gonna invite her if she's gonna out here trying to expose or threaten con owners with lawyers that you don't have because you don't have 5,000 for a retainer? But come on, let's be honest. Like, if she really wants to be part of the community, then she needs to grow the hell up. Grow up. Grow up. If you messed up, the best thing you could have been like, hey, Charlie, in private. Let's say if she didn't want to admit it, she should have never put that post. She should have been like, yo, Charlie, I'm sorry. I messed up. Like, please, blah, blah. Instead of threatening him, what does she think is going to happen? She
Yeah.
don't think that Charlie don't got lawyers? Charlie really got lawyers.
Yeah. If
More than her.
she easily could have resolved it in private and just took accountability and say, look, I was wrong. I shouldn't have been drunk. I shouldn't have did this. I shouldn't have did that. And it never would have escalated this far. But because
Exactly.
she wanted to be the victim and she wanted to quote unquote expose Charlie, now she has to deal with the backlash. And then when he reaches out to me, he's giving me like, hey, this is what she said. And Charlie didn't even respond to her. He said, look, this is what she said, put it out there. And I was like, oh, say less.
And he shouldn't. And that's the thing. Like, this is not the street, right? I mean, she says she's from the street, but I don't know about that. But doing business, if she really wants to bring Jason's legacy or whatever, then she should just and stop dealing with the street, because this is not the street. Like, threatening people is serious. Like, she lucky that I don't take her serious, because I know. You know how many times Skye has threatened me throughout my time knowing Jason? Oh my God, too many.
Right.
And whatever, and it's nothing's ever happened, and nothing will happen ever. But she's lucky that I'm not that I really. It's not that I have a soft spot for her, because I don't anymore. But because I wouldn't want to. I know she got nothing. I know she's not about that life. So I wouldn't if I was a bitch now. If you do show up, then that's a different story, right? Because this is not like, what I mean. Like, this is my family home. I don't live in the streets like y'all and shit like that. But yes, baby, hold on. All right, I'm gonna put. Okay, I'm gonna put it right now. Okay, and then he wants EIO. Oh, baby. But my thing, yes.
Now we
Sorry.
know she is not going to show up at all.
No, she's not, and that's fine. But don't come threatening me, because bitch, you don't know if I'm a fucking psycho bitch, which I am, and it'll be worse for her, because if it's true, because I don't know that she's on Section 8, like, criminals are disqualified for Section 8. Just saying, right? If you get a charge, a felony, or whatever, that you don't
Yeah, you
get Section
she'll
8.
forfeit her living.
Exactly. So maybe people should, if she was smart, like she claims she is, she would just take the L, take the L. And another thing she said, sorry, let me put on my glasses. I can't see what he wants me to put on. Another thing that she said, oh well, I spoke to, what was it she said? I spoke to Zachary Taylor McGinnis and what he was going through, and blah blah blah. I don't give a flying fuck what the hell this guy was going through. All right, because I don't care what the fuck he was going through. There is no excuse, none whatsoever, for you to say something like that. And it's so crazy that people, when they're caught, want to be like, "Oh, I had a mental health breakdown, and that's what happened, and I am sorry." No, you're sorry you got caught. In fact, your bullshit apology said, "Hey, I might do it again."
Oh yeah, he
So
did say that. He did
so
say that.
fuck out of here with the whole mental health bullshit. You know how many people suffer from mental health and don't go around doing evil shit? No. That was just a fucking evil ass shit, because you hate Jason so much. And you know what's crazy? To Zach, Taylor McGinnis, and everybody. Jason, no, even though he's gone, he's gonna haunt y'all for the rest of your existence, because you cannot let go of this man. Because who the fuck? Oh, let me. Oh my God, I'm going through a mental health breakdown. Let me say I'm glad this guy's dead. Who the fuck does that? It doesn't matter. I don't care what you say. I was drunk. I had mental health. I was going through the worst thing, because that's the thing now. I was going through the worst part of my life. My friend committed something, and I was gone, and he's gone, and I was crying. You know, a la Hector David Jr. Like, come on, there's no excuse for
Get your
vile,
money up,
evil
not your.
shit. I don't give a
Let him
fuck.
cook.
So, she wrote something about, and I chose to forgive him, and love and light. I'm doing love and light. Love and light threatening me, calling me, saying you're gonna beat my
Oh
ass.
yeah, good point. Good point.
Um, Threatening Charlie. That's love and light. Hypocrite. That's just a facade for the internet. Like, if you want the facade to keep going, go ahead. But don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. Don't call me, threatening me, saying that you're gonna come to my house, that you're gonna beat my ass. Cause you by yourself will never beat me. You by yourself will never beat me. 100%. 100%. Because you don't know how to fight. You might have been in the hood. You might go out with people that fight. You might know people that fight, but you don't fight. So please, shut your mouth, Skye. Keep it going. Don't mess with me. I said what I said, and I will always say what I said. And I will say what I say. And I have not met the woman yet that can shut me up. Sorry.
Okay.
And
Or
it won't be you. It won't be you, Skye. It won't be you. It won't be you. So watch your mouth. Watch your fucking mouth with me. Especially talking about my home. Watch your mouth. That's all I gotta say. Love you.
all
Anything
right.
else?
I mean, what'd you think about Kat and Nakia helping her out?
And I get it. Kind of. Let me tell you something. Kind of Kia are like the sweetest people, and they probably don't know all the shit that Skye does. Because when I went to New York Comic Con, I went and I said hi to Catherine, and she was like, "Oh, Skye's gonna be here tomorrow," And I was like, I'm not. I only got 1 day. Like I wasn't gonna. That's the difference between me and Skye, right? I could talk other shit to her face and like, but when Kat said that, I was just like, oh no, I only have a 1 day, 1 day ticket. Instead of saying, well, I don't fucks with Skye, but you know what I mean, like. I was calm and I told her no. So I'm pretty sure Kat and all them, they don't know what's going on or what goes on because it's one way for the people that are convenient for her. Like Mr. Level said, you know what I mean? When she needs people, she's sweet as pie. But when she don't need nobody or she feels like she don't need nobody, she turns on them, right? And then the problem with me was I never turned on her. I just stopped fucking with her because of her way. And it was gonna be like I needed mental health. I needed my mental health to be okay. I had just lost Jason. And having someone around her, someone like toxic and like that, it didn't help me. So I cut it off. So much so that she was like, well, when Francis, because this is why how you catch liars. She told somebody, "Well, I've been here a year, and Francis hasn't even sought out for me or looked for me, and blah blah." No, bitch, I'm not gonna look for you when you fucked me, when you did some fucked up shit to me. Like, no, the fuck I'm gonna look for you for? I gave you the chance multiple times. I gave this girl multiple chances. And then at the end of the day, I was like, well, fuck that. Like, trust me, I got a lot of friends. I don't need one more. Like if I lose one, okay. I
Okay.
mean, what can I tell you? Okay. Peace, be love, move on, do what you gotta do. Um, the only reason why I even mentioned Skye was because of that whole Zachary Taylor McGinnis shit. Because I'm gonna be honest, I never would have thought that Skye would have teamed up with him. And
Never.
that's and I know. Maybe it's the I'm trying to get a heaven part of me. The little angel on one of my sides because I was like, nah. At least she's like she won't do that. And look, that's why I went and was like, bitch, that's trifling because it's trifling. If you ask anyone, cause since she's talking about, oh, I'm from the street in the hood, you ask anyone, they'll be like, yo, that's mad trifling. Like, that's your father, your blood. How would she feel if somebody said that about her mom? Or like
Oh
glad that her
wow.
mom,
Yeah.
glad that her mom is in the situation that her mom is in. Like, are you gonna chill with them too? Are they gonna be not chill because she said she didn't chill with them, but are you gonna still do business with that person? Nah, because Zachary Taylor McGinnis and none of his clients will ever get my money because my money that I work for, that I sweat for, will never go into his pockets. Never. I'd rather burn that shit. You see
Okay.
that in the Batman when the Joker burns all the millions, that would be me. I will burn all that shit before I give that shit to Zachary Taylor McGinnis.
Let him cook.
Okay.
So yeah, that's about it.
All right, Francis. Well said. We appreciate that. That was great. All right.
Love
Thank
y'all.
you. Love y'all too. All right. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.